Welcome to the journey of exploring one of the greatest engineering wonders of the 20th century, the Channel Tunnel, also known as the Chunnel, which connects the United Kingdom and France through the English Channel. Built beneath the seabed, this tunnel is not only a marvelous feat of engineering but also carries many fascinating stories about determination, creativity, and the extremely harsh challenges faced during its construction. Let's explore in detail one of the largest and most impressive construction projects in history. The idea of constructing a tunnel connecting the UK and France had been brewing for a long time. Before the Channel Tunnel, there were ideas to build a bridge or some other form of transport system across the English Channel, but all of them encountered significant challenges, from severe weather conditions to the depth of the sea. In fact, this idea was first proposed back in the 19th century, in 1802, by a French engineer named Albert Mathieu. However, it wasn't until the 1980s, when technology and economic conditions were suitable, that the project was officially initiated. When construction officially began in 1988, one of the biggest challenges was dealing with the complex geology under the channel. The land wasn't flat. Engineers had to tunnel through hard rock layers, soft mud, and even areas with many underground water channels. In particular, the depth of the sea in the construction area was vast, reaching 75 meters below sea level, making the tunnel excavation both extremely dangerous and costly. Tunneling under the sea. Excavating a tunnel under the seabed required very advanced technology. Tunnel boring machines, TBM, with a power of up to 1,000 tons, had to face continuously changing terrain, from hard rock to soft mud and powerful groundwater flow. Some machines encountered serious problems due to unexpected geological conditions. Another significant challenge was ensuring the tunnels didn't flood during the excavation process. Harsh weather conditions. In addition, the weather conditions in the English Channel were extremely harsh. Storms, large waves, and sudden temperature changes significantly impacted the construction work. Especially during the winter, strong winds and large waves made the work even more difficult. This required engineers and workers to operate in an extremely dangerous environment. Problems when connecting the tunnels. One of the other major challenges was connecting the tunnel sections excavated from both sides of the channel, from the UK and France. Each tunnel section was excavated separately from both sides, but ensuring they met precisely under the seabed was a very complicated task. To avoid errors, engineers had to use advanced positioning technologies, but slight differences in sea depth meant some tunnel sections couldn't connect as initially planned. This required considerable time and effort to repair and adjust. In addition to technical issues, the construction also faced financial and managerial challenges. The project stretched over many years, with costs rising far beyond initial estimates, and there were multiple instances where certain elements had to be cut. Investors also faced difficulties in dealing with public opposition and environmental protection groups. Despite all this, through perseverance and determination, the engineers overcame every obstacle and completed a project that became an iconic symbol of the modern world. When the Channel Tunnel project began, it wasn't just about digging a tunnel. There were many other critical steps to ensure the tunnel's safety and longevity. 1. Tunneling under the seabed. Giant tunnel boring machines began the work, cutting through layers of rock, soft mud, and sand. To prevent water from infiltrating, each machine was protected by a solid concrete shell, while also needing to be precisely positioned to connect the tunnel sections from both the UK and France. 2. Installing protective structures. After tunneling, reinforced concrete layers were installed to protect the tunnel from water seepage and to increase the structure's durability. Ventilation systems, lighting, and fire safety equipment were also installed to ensure safety. 3. Building auxiliary and safety tunnels. Auxiliary tunnels were constructed to support maintenance and emergency rescue operations. Large ventilation fans were installed to maintain fresh air, and fire safety systems and fire extinguishers were set up to ensure safety in case of emergencies. 4. Installing electrical and signaling systems. Electrical and signaling systems were installed to power equipment and ensure the safe movement of trains, while also monitoring and controlling traffic underground. Thanks to these important steps, the Channel Tunnel is not only a technological marvel but also a structure that ensures absolute safety for its users. The Channel Tunnel is not just a wonder, but also a testament to the remarkable development of construction technology. 1. TBM, Tunnel Boring Machines. The tunnel boring machine, TBM, technology is a key element, helping to tunnel through hard rock layers beneath the seabed. Each machine can tunnel about 10 meters per day, using powerful steel cutting systems to break through the layers of earth and protect workers from water infiltration. 2. Ventilation and fire safety systems. The ventilation system along the tunnel provides fresh air, while large fans ensure that the air circulates properly. At the same time, an automatic fire safety system and fire extinguishers were installed to ensure safety in case of an emergency. 3. Monitoring and control technology. Sensors, cameras, and electronic signaling systems help monitor and control all activities within the tunnel, ensuring trains move safely and efficiently. 4. Waterproof materials. Special reinforced concrete was used to create a strong protective shell for the tunnel, preventing water infiltration and withstanding pressure from the sea. Despite being equipped with advanced technology, the project still faced numerous accidents and issues. One of the biggest challenges was the loss of life. During the construction process, at least 6 workers lost their lives in workplace accidents, particularly while working in the dangerous seabed environment. Furthermore, this project also encountered some financial and political difficulties, with opposition from certain public groups and politicians. However, thanks to strong determination and the support of the British and French governments, the project was eventually completed. When the Channel Tunnel was inaugurated in 1994, it was not just a transportation project, but also a symbol of international cooperation and scientific and technological progress. Since then, people have been able to travel between the UK and France in just 35 minutes, saving a lot of time compared to traveling by sea or road. Moreover, the Channel Tunnel also became a significant catalyst for the development of high-speed rail transport, not only in Europe but also around the world. So, through this journey, we've explored the Channel Tunnel, a great engineering marvel that connects 2 nations, 2 cultures, and 2 continents. A project that teaches us many lessons in perseverance, creativity, and international cooperation. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If you found this video interesting, please share it, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss out on more fascinating stories about the world's wonders. See you in the next video.